Passengers are reminded to stand well back from the edge of the platform when trains are entering or leaving the station. Thank you.
I'm going to show you how I have installed coach lighting into Engage Graham Farish Coaches. Never done this before. I've done it on the Daypole ones where you just use the plugs, and I used bridge rectifiers and resistors, wire, and just ordinary LED strips that you can buy in rolls, and they work fine. But with the Graham Farish ones, there are no pickups to the wheels. So I got myself some DCC Concepts springs pickups that will go around the axles, and I'll show you how I get on with that and see if it makes any difference, see if it works or not. Okay, so I've been doing some modifications for coach lighting. Most of this I haven't filmed, so you'll have to excuse the state of my desk. But what I've done there is I've made half moon slots where the bogey is going to go in the cabin. You see that there. I've started to wire up the axles. I doubt very much. I'll try and bring it closer. I doubt very much. Let's try and get a bit more light over it. But there are springs on here and tiny thin are going to go through the holes in the bogey, and then wire is going to go down. So I've done that bogey. This bogey has had the holes put into it, as you can see there, either side of the large hole that holds the bogey in place. So that one's got to be done. Too fiddly to do on camera. And then here, I don't know whether you can see that, but yeah, I'll take it off and bring it up here. Bridge rectifier to take the power from the track and rectify the current into the LEDs. And I've got two pieces of wire, which God knows what I've done with them. I find this so difficult to do with my eyesight. It's awful. So I've got this just one end at the moment. I haven't done the other end, but basically these two bits of wire will run, will run the length of the coach, so both bogies can be attached, and then up from one end, whichever end I decide, I will bring it up and I will probably put a plug on it. I've got the resistors that I need. Where's my plugs? I'm going to put some capacitors in if I can fit them, and somewhere amongst this pile of crap is the plugs. LEDs, which are taken off a strip of LEDs. Oh, here they are. There's the plugs. They'll be cut down. They'll be cut down, and there's a male and female in there, so I can make it a plug in and plug out one. Now, I will put the springs on the wheels, on the second set of wheels, and through that hole. I thought I picked up the one that didn't have the springs. This is so thin, you can hardly see it. But I will glue them into position. One thing I did notice when I was checking for continuity was on the spring, if I've got one here, which again you're not going to be able to see, but I'll show you anyway. And I will put it on that. Now you might not be able to see that, but there's a tail on that, on my middle finger there. There's a tail. Now, what I have found is that tail I actually put on the wrong side. And what I mean by the wrong side is the wheels are metal on one side, and they've got a plastic insert on the other side. And I accidentally put the wheel, that tail, on the insulated side. And so when I put it into the hole here, into this hole here, so it came from the wheel into here, that's the insulated side on this particular wheel, it came across to here, the tail was actually touching the insulated wheel. So it was actually making contact with it and causing a short circuit, or I was getting power off the non-insulated wheel, which of course I don't want to. So you've got to have the spring at this end, that end, this is the insulated end, and that is the live end. The tail goes that side, so even if it does touch the wheel, it doesn't make any difference because it's live anyway, and the spring can't touch the wheel here because it's got the plastic insulated bit there, and it stops it from touching it. So that's one thing I did find that I had to change on this one. So now we've just got the correct power on either side, and I can probably show you that if I get my meter out, because it is an important part of this, and unless you do these things you don't really know what you're doing. I've never done it before, so having problems with my probes, big problems with my probes. Let's try my second set then. Right. Let's see how these work. That's better. So, which side is which? Right. So this is the live side because there's the tail of the spring on this wheel. I think you can see what I'm pointing to. So on this side and on the wheel, it's live. But on this side, if I just push that down, stop it moving, nothing. So on the other side, this is going to be live on this side. But on the other side, nothing, which is exactly how you want it. So there we go. It has started to come together. But what I've also ordered is some tiny, what do you call it, PCB board, which is only 2.5, 3 centimeters square, and it should be enough for me to put that on, 2 wires, because I already have done this in other locos, but not in this way. The other locos that I've got, that I put my own lighting in, are dapole carriages, which have already got pickups on their wheel, and it's got the plug system, so it was dead easy to do. So I was able to just do this system with the bridge rectifier, get the correct value resistor, put a plug on the end of that and plug it into the existing plug, and hey presto, I had it. What I didn't do on that particular setup was put any capacitors into it, but if they flicker, they flicker. I remember in the old days, coach lights always used to flicker, so there you go. I don't know whether modern lights flicker, because I haven't been on a train in donkey's years. So there you go. Now, when I come back to doing this, obviously this fits into here. Is there a hole? Yeah, there's a hole right in the middle. Hole right there in the middle of that, and there's a hole in the other end. Now, to be quite honest, these 2 big blocks I don't need. So when I put this in, if I put that in there, oh god, if I can fit it in there, I can't see what I'm doing. I can't believe this. I can't see what I'm doing. Is that the one way around? Is it handed? Shouldn't be. There you go. So I haven't put it all the way in. So the wheel is under here. So I'll take these out to give myself some more room at that end. There's some grey, what's it there, and on both sides I might just put a piece of white paper down there and try and hide the whole gubbins in between this block here, and up this end I think the capacitors, in fact I can probably check that. I don't know whether these are the capacitors that I'm going to use or the other ones I've got there. But let's have a quick look at these ones. These are oh, well, I can't use them. So they're not the right ones. So get them out of the way because I can't use them. They're the wrong ones. I've got some more here. But unfortunately, my work desk here is like a junk heap. I might have the wrong ones because these might be for another. Which is probably why I didn't use them last time. What are these? These are, yeah. So I can use them. These are 25 volts, 1000, whatever that means. So might not fit in there. Yeah, if I chop away, no, I might not use them. But they're too big. It's very hard to find capacitors that are small enough and powerful enough to do the job. And if anyone's got any ideas on it, let me know, because I'll look them up and try and get them. But obviously they've got to be for DCC. I'm sure I've got some more somewhere. I'll have to look into that. If not, I'll have to try and order some smaller ones to do that. So that's what I've got. Not finished yet. Just on one coach. But once I've proved this idea works on this coach, and it's all working, the wheels are moving nice and freely, and I've checked for, not that I can do at the moment, but the hole there will be okay, we should be all right. So that's where I am at the moment with the lighting. that lighting that you can see in the roof there is not the lighting I will be using. That was from a battery operated one. In fact, I can, whoops, I've got to be careful here, because I can take that out now. Right, that's what I was afraid of. Where are you, little bugger? I was trying to keep that together. That's the little things that hold the bogey. There's two of them in the roof. Don't lose them, Michael. Don't want to lose them. Right, and there's me packs of bridge rectifiers. I've got two of them, and I've got a load more springs, and on here somewhere there's also another couple of springs there. In fact, I'm going to put them in the roof, because I find it so difficult to see these bloody things. Oh, in fact there's three. There you go. I thought there was two, and there's bloody three down there. Isn't it amazing, isn't it? God, they are so small. Right, so I'm going to put that over there out the way. The wire I need, the roof I can leave over there. That's a carriage. That's my bridge rectifier. Tweezers. That I don't need, so I'll get rid of that over there. This is me wheel puller. And me thing to check the wheel spacing. I have checked that that is correct for what my layout likes. So once I get that done, I'll get the wires laid across the bottom, and I'll get a little circuit board put in there just to make it easy to tie it all together. There you go, that's what I've got to now. Hope you enjoy it. Take care.